Welcome back to AFTV. I'm here with Christian. Now, Christian, last time I interviewed you after an Arsenal game, we were at loggerheads, but I think it's a very different scenario today, yeah?
100%. A complete opposite performance, complete opposite result. Like, from minute one, I thought it was fantastic today. Apart from a couple of errors, Declan Rice obviously for their goal, and then late on, again, you can maybe blame Rice as well. Mawani, it was just off the line. I thought it's nearly a flawless performance. Going forward, we look so much more exciting, so much more fluid, so much more, willing to create chances and willing to just create space for our attackers today. Get it into their feet quicker. Whether it's Victor Gyökeres, Saka, Eze, it was just so much better. It was a refreshing game. 4-1 again. 2 4-1s back-to-back against Spurs. Eze, 3 goals in the first game, 2 goals today. Brilliant performance from him today. I want to see him starting against Chelsea. I want to see him in this team. Because he had a good performance against Wigan. He was out of the team for Wolves. I didn't know why, to put Saka in the 10. He's had a brilliant performance today. I think between him and Gyökeres, who we'll talk about, man of the match, between one of them. But I need to see him starting against Chelsea. And yeah, whatever we did today, whatever it was in terms of people talk about handbrake, people talking about attacking style, people talk about the negativity in terms of scoring and then sitting off. Whatever we did today, whatever was different in the team talk, in the mentality, go and do that against Chelsea and we'll win this. We can, if we play like that, I know it's Spurs, they're in a relegation battle. But the games we've got coming up, we know we're better than Chelsea. We play like that in terms of fluidity in attack, opening teams up, playing direct through the middle, getting Gyökeres in the game, giving him service. We can win this league. There's 11 games, or is it 10 games to go now actually? We're in the final stretch. Yeah. Play like that, get the best out of our attacking players, because that's been my big downside, my big negative recently. We need to step up, we need to go up a level in attack, and we did that today. So, yeah.
Yeah, fantastic performance, totally different from Wednesday. I mean, right from the start, the guys looked on it, and they were winning all the second balls, all the duels. We looked purposeful, we looked ambitious. The only problem is we didn't get our first goal till 33 minutes, so we was a little bit thinking, well, we're playing well, but we need that goal. Once we got the goal, but then when we got the goal, almost within a minute, Declan, I don't know what he's doing there, and it goes to 1-0. What was your thoughts when it was at 1-0?
Yeah, why are you going for the negatives, man? Let's talk about the positives.
No, I'm just asking.
Talking about the only problem, the one. I understand, yeah. We had enough chances in that first half.
These are not negatives, these are facts.
No, I get what you're saying. We had enough chances in that first half an hour to be 2 or 3-0 up. And then we go 1-0 up. And yes, obviously we're still celebrating basically, and Declan Rice makes the mistake. You should never make that mistake. He's doing all this to his players. He should have done that to himself. Focus on your own game, clear the ball up the pitch. He doesn't. But I have to say, after that in the game, especially second half, he was brilliant. And there was another mistake that, like I mentioned, they nearly scored, but weren't made to pay for it. But yeah, I want to focus on the positives. First half, even until we got the goal, the performance was brilliant. The only thing missing was the goal. Missed chances. Gyökeres had a few. Trossard had one that he just put Rose Ed. You just need a bit more composure. And then even at 1-1, Saka has that chance where he's clean through, which I think he should do better. Maybe put it over the keeper. You know what I mean? But it wasn't to be. You go in at 1-1 at half time, and your mind goes to weird places. For me, I think about Wolves, where we're 2-0 up and then we throw it away. And I'm thinking, if we're 2-0 up against Wolves with 20 minutes to go, it's 1-1 against Spurs. The atmosphere against Brentford. Do you know what I mean? That's where my mind keeps going, because we're in a title race. Yeah. But then I got to give so much credit to the team, because they turned up. That second half was phenomenal. To score 3 goals in the second half at a place where I didn't hear it because we were on the watch along, but I can imagine it was a cauldron today. I can imagine every time Eze touched the ball there was boos because of what happened in the summer, because of the hat-trick that he scored. But for him to turn up in the way that he did today. Yeah, and this is a guy that's had an inconsistent run in the team as well. It's not like he's had minutes on minutes or games upon games to build up momentum, get a run, get to know his position, his teammates and his position in the team. He's come in essentially from the cold today. He didn't start against Wolves when he should have. You should never have bought. Saka against Wolves was not the problem in the 10, but you should never be 12 games from a title and putting a right winger in the. Do you know what I mean? Tinkering.
Yeah,
this
is stuff that we said in the starting 11 show. No more experiments. No more trying this and that. Put the right players in the right places, and they will do their thing. I want to talk a bit about Victor Gyökeres today, because he's another one. Like Eze's been much maligned at times this season, I think it's fair to say. But what a performance, right from start to finish. The way he held up the ball, the way he was occupying the Spurs defenders, took his goal well. That first goal, brilliant. second goal as well. Brilliant performance.
100%. Yeah, I think that's eight goals in his last 12 games for Arsenal. 10 goals in the Premier League, 15 in all competitions. It's not starting to look too bad now, is it? And if you want a striker to come into form at some point in the season, it's at this point. It's the big moments, the run-in, the title race, the final of the Carabao, the FA Cup latter stages, the Champions League latter stages. It's taken him some time to get up and firing, but now he is. Yeah. And the type of goals that he scores, I think, are quite important for me as well, because he scored scruffy goals, he scored tap-ins, but the first goal that he scored today, that was at 1-1, by the way, which is an important goal to go 2-1 up. It's all good scoring when you're 3-0 up and do you know what I mean, and you're cruising, but to put your team 2-1 up in a North London derby with a finish like that reminded me of Aubameyang. Remember Aubameyang when he hit it first time that time? Yeah. Did he hit it first time or did he take a touch first? I can't remember what he did today, but either way, it was an incredible finish.
It was.
I
think it was first time, actually.
Well, whatever it was a great finish. And then again, late on in the game, Odegaard, I've got to give credit to Odegaard, came on, played a nice ball through to him. He's absolutely, Archie Gray looked like a 12-year-old kid next to him, just barged him off the ball, one touch, bang, far post as well. Great finishes, that should do loads of good for his confidence. Big performance from an expensive big money signing that we've all put a lot of pressure on. Hasn't hit the heights, but like I said, if he hits the heights towards the end of the season, that's when you really need it.
Well, I'm happy to say that I was one that always believed in him when others didn't. But listen, we're not going to go there. I'm not talking about you either, by the way. Yeah. Let's talk about the psychological advantage, or if not advantage, I guess what I'm saying is there was a lot of pressure on Arsenal coming into this game. The whole B word thing was going around with bottled
Don't like saying it, do you?
Well, listen, I've got to be honest. On Wednesday, if people say we bottled it.
No, we did.
We did. But today was very important for that matter. We needed to come back and show that we are about that stuff, and I think we did that today.
Definitely. It's not easy to get yourself up after a result like that, Declan Rice obviously came out and did the interviews and said it was down in the changing room. We had a team meeting. Well, whatever they did, it worked. To come back today mentally is huge. Absolutely massive. We know what was on it for Spurs. They're battling relegation. They want to stop us. Maybe they should have focused a bit more on themselves rather than stopping us, because what they put in, Spurs today, was a shambles. Now, I don't need to focus on them, but I've had so many Spurs fans this week. I've got a lot of Spurs fans that are friends saying, "Oh, you bottled it against Wolves." Focus on yourself.
I had the same
focus on your own team, and maybe you'll get somewhere. So, credit to the boys today for the mentality. This is, like I say, 10 games to go now. You put in a performance like this at your biggest rivals in a title race. That shows that the mentality is there. Yeah. But go and do it against Chelsea. Then go do it against Brighton. Do you know what I mean? Keep doing it until we've got 5 games now. I think 5 or 4 until the Etihad, which we all know that's going to be a massive day in this title race. Go and win all 4 of those or 5 of those, however many it is. Put the pressure on. Don't worry about what City do, because we can't control what they do. Go and control what we can do now. Keep playing like this. Keep putting performances like this, and we'll see what happens.
Slight scare at the end with Bukayo Saka going down. He waved to the bench straight away, but he did. When he was coming off, he didn't seem to be too bad, hoping it will be available for Chelsea.
Yeah, I think he was fine. It looked bad. He was kind of screaming with his hand up at first, but you see him walking off. You see him in the celebrations at the end as well. So, hopefully he's fine. I think that's a positive from today as well. No injuries.
And he's got a week to recover.
Yeah,
because we don't play now until next Sunday. So, everything back on again? Not that it was off, but you're a lot happier now, yeah?
Look, it was never off. I never said it was off. I just said this team now need to go and reinstill that confidence in me. That confidence that I had in November and December, saying best team in the world and we're going to do this and that. I didn't have that after Brentford. I didn't have that after Wolves. So now, it's coming back. That belief, that confidence, they have to give it to us. We can only do so much as fans in terms of being positive and supporting, but they have to do it on the field. Yeah. What we were watching on the field first half of the season, incredible. You have to say last 7 games before today, not incredible at all. Today, very good. So keep doing this, keep pushing, keep putting the pressure on City, keep doing our job, and it could still be a very special season.
Travelling to away games has never been easier, especially with Rocket Mobile.
Unlimited data, unlimited everything in the UK. When you leave the UK, it's 20 gig of roaming data. Life is very easy.
£16 a month, no hassle.
How you doing?
You're doing all right? And this is what you get in Europe.
Hello. Tony Ellis!
Thank you so much.
Lee, you're the man.